Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, all those in between. Welcome back to Spartan923 Gaming. I'm your host, Spartan923, aka Firehawk5150, aka Lucas, and we are back in GTA 5, where we are working on the Cluck and Bell mission, trying to get a bonus in to help, number one, bolster my money back up, and number two, to just kind of do this, where the holiday bonuses are in, but the snow has not come. And as we left last left off, we were talking about some of our glory days back in ITT. So we may continue talking about those. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get on through the schedule and everything like that. The first video is currently publishing on YouTube at Spartan923, so that should be up around 8:30, 9 o'clock, give or take. So feel free to check that out once it's up. And as far as our schedule goes, Saturday we'll be working on the Red Horn. Tuesday next week we will be in GTA for the snow. I will also be then Christmas Eve. Me, Rio, and Bray will be on for a short bit. And then if everything works out for Christmas, Christmas evening, I will be on as well, doing some more stuff in the snow. So, yeah. Gotta try to exploit the snow while I can. So, we'll see how that goes. Then, let's see. We are at 150 followers right now. That's 10 away from 160 followers goal. Like to hit that goal by the end of the year. So, please drop those follows. Help get our videos suggested to the people that would like our stuff. We greatly appreciate it. And if you really want to help out the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because not only does it get rid of those pesky ads, but it helps us out with server fees, maintenance fees, groceries, model kits, and diapers for little baby Bray. So we greatly appreciate the help there. Other than that, I have nothing else to say, so we're going to go ahead and get back on into the game. Hey, Clay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
And stream's up, so. Okay.
Stream's up?
Stream is up, so we're up and running. Alright, let's get back to Vincent.
Hopefully we can find Vincent.
Where are you?
I don't know.
You're somewhere.
I'm at Cockatoos.
Okay. Okay, so where did I leave off in our twisted tales of ITT? We had pretty much taken over the game design thing, and it just kind of failed miserably.
And then the club fell apart.
Club fell apart. Oh, yeah, there was the other thing. When I kind of when they needed to raise money for the club.
Oh yeah.
And we had the Halo tournament, and I kind of unknowingly ended up being like the system runner the entire time, because I brought in controllers, my Xbox, I rigged the whole thing up, I brought in the helmet for the trophy and all that, and I think I infuriated Sterling, because the next time that they were going to do that, they wanted to make it, number one, because all I said was, I'm like, well, the Halo tournament thing went well, why wouldn't we do that again? And he just kind of, I remember him looking at me, he's like, nah, you can't, we can't do Halo again. And I'm like, well, why not? He's like, just not going to do it again. It's like, we can't do that.
Didn't he call you like a dick or something?
For what?
Didn't he say call you a dick for bringing up Halo?
Yeah, he did. And I and I was like, well, why was that so bad? It brought in a lot of people. And oh, nah, I remember what happened because between the two ones for the game design club, my electronics one, the electronics club that I was in charge of, that they ended up making me president of, needed funding too. And I'm like, well, this worked for the game design club, so why don't we try it? And he said that. Then when I said that we're gonna, I went and I asked the game design club to help out, and he's like, "You're a dick." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Taking the idea that got us all this money, and you're trying to." I'm like, "No, I just thought it was a good idea," and so
Yeah.
yeah, that I'm like, that's when I really started like really seeing the true colors of that. And then, of course, I had my own issues in electronics class. Someone was really pushing for my position, and
Yeah.
I had someone trying to suck up to me while they were backstabbing me. I mean, the person carved my face out of a picture. I was like, I'm like, what type of psychosis do you have that makes you do that? I mean,
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
yeah, and I mean, I was about to graduate, and this person was like, "So who you gonna make the president of the electronics club when you leave?" I'm like, anyone who asks me is never going to be considered. I made it very clear. I'm like, if you're asking me about who I'm going to pick, you're not on that list because I know why you're asking. So stop. And it's like, well, you're not really the person that makes that decision. I'm like, I'm the person that that the teacher in charge is going to listen to when I give a recommendation. I mean, I am not going to be saying, do not. I'm not going to be the final say, but I will say, this person, I don't think has the stuff to do it. And it ended up going all the way to the dean. I brought in the
Yeah, I remember
picture.
that.
I brought in the picture of my face carved out of it. And the one person that I knew did it was acting like, "Oh my god, who would do that?" I'm like, and the dean is like, "Don't do." She's like, "Stop that right now." He's like, "What?" It's like, it's like, you and I are gonna have a talk later, and the thing is that he ended up having to talk with her. She's like, you showed every display of the person who would be guilty in this situation. You are so don't even think you're free on this. And she didn't said to everybody. She's like, if I hear any more talk of people being shown hatred or any malice in this group, the group will be shut down and never brought back up again until all of you have graduated. Like a whole term's worth of club meetings would be eliminated. So, and yeah, I remember when I was leaving, the teacher in charge was like, "So do you have a recommendation?" I'm like, "I'm gonna tell you right now. Here's my recommendation, and I'm gonna tell you, and I'm like, I'm going to give you." I wrote out an entire letter as to why I picked the person, what type of exploits they all had. I'm like, I will give you that letter when I'm on stage at graduation, and you can go and make your decision after that. He's like, okay. So after graduation, I gave my teacher that letter, and uh, he's like, "Well, I don't think you'll want to hear this." I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Well, so and so was saying that you had told him that you had picked him to be the." I'm like, "You read that letter and you'll see just how wrong he is." So I would I would hope you'll read that. He's like, "I will read it out loud," and yeah, I was furious at that guy. I'm like, he's gonna make up all this BS to just put himself in that position. There was so many. The thing is I picked the one person who did not want. I didn't want to be the president of it, and that's why I got picked. And I'm like, I'm gonna pick the one person who doesn't want to be it, and, but shows good potential for it, and I did. And I hope they did well before the whole place went down. But
Yeah, hopefully.
yeah. Let's see. Oh, more discussions. What else did you do at ITT? Well, Clay and I were student workers, which are like
Yeah, that was fun.
tutors slash maintenance. Well, not like heavy maintenance, but janitorial maintenance and
Yeah, like
organization.
cleaning the classrooms.
Yeah, we cleaned classrooms. We did also help out with teachers.
Made popcorn.
We made popcorn for the staff because there was a bunch of adjunct teachers. Very and now before you guys go thinking that we were being treated unfairly, no. One thing you need to know about adjunct teachers: they are very good teachers that are being given a very shitty salary. They do, in all honesty, these teachers are taking this position, number one, because they like to teach. Number two, it's the only option they have. So don't go thinking that we were being taken advantage of or something like that. No. Those teachers deserve to have the snacks and stuff that they got. And us making them popcorn was the least that we could have done to thank them. And so, yeah, no, I was always happy to make popcorn for the teachers and to make sure that the coffee was always ready and stuff like that. It was the least we could have done for them because they did a lot of work for a very low pay scale. And
Yeah, apparently we made the best popcorn and coffee.
well, yeah, because I remember I did like a whole scientific formula as to how to make the popcorn correctly.
Yeah. And all the other student workers just always burnt it and stuff.
I know, or they over seasoned it. Remember when it was? Remember that one batch? I don't know who made it, but it was so greasy. It was
Yeah.
it was greasy, and they put too much seasoning on it, and it was like gritty and ugh. I felt like I was gonna have a heart attack after I ate it, and I remember I was trying to dispose of it, and teachers were coming in, and they're like, "Oh well, you made popcorn." I'm like, "You don't want this popcorn." They're like, "Why?" I'm like, "I will give you a piece, and you will find out why." And I remember I had one teacher come in. I think it was one of the teachers I had. I think it was my statistics teacher, and he took up. He's like, "Oh God, get rid of that." And I was like, I can't. I think I said to you, I'm like, I'm gonna try to just take a few, just fill all the bags, and I'm just gonna carry as many bags in my pockets as I can and just throw them out in the dumpster. I do not want them to see it. I did not want the evening shift librarian to see me throwing out a ton of popcorn. And so I smuggled it out. And that's why we had raccoons. Oh, man. I am the reason that we had raccoons at ITT. Boy, did they not... They probably... Those are some pretty sodium-heavy raccoons, though. I mean...
Yep.
But, no, being a student worker was fun. There were a lot of student workers that I had a lot of respect for. There was a few that you knew that they were trying to, like, use that to, like, bump their status, so to speak. Or, and, I was like, I never really dusted up with by dust up started anything or anything like that with any of the other student workers. There was one that wanted to, and believe me, she wanted to. Uh, I think because I think secretly remember that in the inventory room that picture of that one student worker that was like great, like said greatest student worker of all time on the poster or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, number one, he put in the effort. He was a four term student, and he was there probably longer than most student workers ever would be, and he apparently made a huge impact. So, and I think the one person really she really wanted to be like that student worker and get all the praise and all that stuff and get her own poster and like like I wanted to say like you'll never be that not with the way you behave like so but I mean there was some like funny rumors going around about student workers and stuff like that, especially like after this one incident happened. Uh, there was a teacher, and I had this teacher. I got through her class before this was brought to light. Apparently, she ended up having extracurricular activities with a student on campus. uh, so, yeah, I'm not sure how true that was, but she didn't come back for the next term. So, I don't know if that was true or if that was just gossip, but no one confirmed nor denied.
Supposedly it was true.
Okay. Um, but that comes up, and I'm going to tell you, if you heard through the grapevine of some of the student workers were hooking up. It definitely wasn't us, because we were working.
Yeah.
But I do know that some of the student workers that you wonder, where's so-and-so and so-and-so? And after a while, my brain started, I'm like, oh, that's why they always go and do that. I'm like, oh well, means I guess I get to watch the lab today. So, but yeah, I mean, but when you look at it, it's like college, it happens.
Yep.
As long as no one's getting hurt and no one's like doing. I mean, I'm not number one. I'm not gonna rat anyone out unless it's really, really becoming a problem for me. But no, I mean, good on them. Whoever hooked up, way to go on whatever plans you had to come up with to never get caught. But yeah, no, it was. I mean, the other student worker, I'm really trying not to say a name, so, but she just desperately wanted every type of, she wanted to be seen as like the best student worker, but she always picked like the easiest jobs. And then it just, when I started seeing that and all these other jobs that weren't getting done, I just started saying to whoever the librarian was at the time, I'd be like, so what all needs to be done? She's like, well, we'd like the whole list to be done, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And I'm like, well, what usually gets done? Like, well, usually the lot gets swept and the popcorn gets done and then student lab gets taken care of. I'm like, okay, well, then I'll do everything else. They're like, what? And I'm like, I don't have any tutoring. You need me to go clean rooms? I'll go clean rooms. You need me to go check the bathrooms? I'll check the bathrooms. You need me to go do this, this, and this? Yeah, I'll do it. And then after like a few weeks of doing that, oh, my job. I get pulled aside and I'm like, and it's like, am I in trouble? She's like, no, you're not in trouble. And I'm like, okay, well, what's up? And Like she's like, do you think you could think you kind of just dial back how much you do? And I'm like, I thought you said you wanted that list up. Yes, but you, uh, we were talking about this with other people about making sure the workload keeps getting done, and they're complaining that you don't leave any work for anyone else to do. I'm like, I'm I'm like, okay, hang on, because I'm gonna blow your mind here. She's like, I know what you're gonna say. I'm like, I do the work that no one else wants to do, and and she's like, yes. And I'm like, and are you sure this person is saying that I'm not letting them do the jobs? And it's like, well, I'm like, or are they just upset that I'm making them look bad? She's like, let's just say leave some so other people can do some of the work. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. It's like that's the most. And then I turned back. I'm like, can I say something off the record? She's like, yeah. I'm like, it's kind of a petty little thing. She's like, he's like, I get it, and she's like, I understand. I'm like, it just seems very petty, and uh, it's like, and she's like, well, I'm sure that I'm like, look, I'm. The thing is that they want to do these specific jobs, and then I said, I'm like, okay, then here's another thing. If they want to do uh, jobs that I've been doing, then they need to let up on like the student lab or sweeping the lot or something like that because they hog those. They don't. I have work that I need to get done, and I would like to have student lab too, so I can get my work done. And she's like, I think we can make that work. And the next day, I got mean mugged by that person so hard during the initial meeting when we started our day, and they just glared at me the entire time. And uh, I was like, I'm like, yeah, I wanted to just say, you're just never happy, are you? You're just not happy. Like, my gosh.
For some reason, it used to make a lot of people mad at ITT.
I don't know why. All I did was do my job. And the funny thing is that I, I, and some people say it's worthless now. I don't because I earned it and I graduated top of my class. I was valedictorian. I didn't miss a day. I had
I was too.
I had straight A's. I had straight A's. I did kind of fall to a B in one thing, but that was physics. But but I was I was always ready and uh, able to do what I could. Uh, so yeah, I mean, we handled it,
It was a
and
motorcycle.
I I earned everything I got. So, and the thing was is that I was really angry when I saw that it said I missed a day of class. I went to the teacher. I'm like, you know, I didn't miss that day. You know, I was here. He's like, you did show up late, but and I'm like, but I was late because I had a flat tire. I told you that. He's like, I think we can make this. I think we can present this to. And I think I had to go to the dean with the teacher. And the dean said, I think we could approve you were here on time due to extenuating circumstance. And I ended up getting my full participation. uh,
Alright, people were laughing and making fun of me when they said I had perfect attendance.
I don't see why that's a bad thing. It shows good work ethic. So, but yeah, I mean, I liked everything about ITT, and despite some people saying that uh, that because I went there, my education should always be brought into question. That's a bunch of bullshit. I worked just as hard as everyone else. I put in the time. I put in the work. I was a good student. I learned a lot. I know a lot about electronics. I know a lot about computer electronics. I know a lot about game design. Uh, More on the electronics than anything else. The game design, I mean, I could do storyboarding. That's about it. But I
But
mean,
the main issue is most people that went to that school didn't work hard.
yeah.
So it
So
makes us look bad.
yes, so that was a kicker. And then also, just when I look back on it, and some of the people that I made friends there, I ended up finding out a lot of them were kind of just shitty people. I think
Yeah.
I think of the people I knew in my electronics, I met a few good ones. Which one was retired. He was retired Army that tried his damnedest to get me hired on in the railroad, but it just didn't work. Uh, and then there was the one student worker that I recently reconnected with. She always looked out for me, and we always had a good time working together. And there was my grammar teacher. She was awesome. We ended up hanging out a lot for blues games, and then of course you and Al,
Yeah.
and but then of course just other people. Like of course Sterling was a shitbag, and then the guy who had made the music ended up being a very close-minded, cynical person. I ended up meeting a lot of close-minded people there that I was like, okay, so you're not a safe person, you're not a safe person, you're not a safe person, okay. And I'm like, okay, so there are people that I should just know I should never associate with. Because I remember I was going and picking up pizza for one of the tournaments, and one person who I had helped out, who was part of games, like, oh, people. He came with me, and I was talking about something, and he goes, "Oh no, those, I don't support that at all." I'm like, "Okay," and the car got really quiet when I was talking about it. When I stopped talking about it, I've even hit the gas a little faster just to get back to school. Because I'm like, I don't want to be in this car with this person anymore, because I just want to shove them out of my car. So
Yep.
there you go, the bubs. You're tired now, aren't you? Yeah. Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. A Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. A Gucci, 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 Gucci. A Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. Oh, oh, you giving daddy hugs. Yeah. Oh, Freddy's on. Yes. You getting comfy? You wanting down? Or you just getting comfy? Okay. Okay. Here you go. You have a good night, buddy. Ooh, light. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Uncle Clay is on. Oh, baby's
Yep.
been feeling fine. He's doing good. Uh, yeah. He said night-night to you, Clay. But, yeah. I've really... Oh, I can say it now that Lil Tyke's not here. I was talking about, like, I'm supportive of, like, same-sex marriages and the people who transition, stuff like that. He's like, no, that's just completely wrong. I'm like, okay then. I'm like, it got really quiet. I'm like, okay then. And then I remember you and I did for a while until we found out that we couldn't like financially support it because it was so expensive to do. You and I would try to go to like the Pizza Hut near the place before our shift would start and get pizzones.
Oh yeah, I remember
We
that.
would try to get pizzones before before our shift, and sometimes we'd be lucky, but sometimes we'd be like, "Oh, I can't afford to get it."
Yeah, it was a wait was too long for him or something.
Oh yeah, and they ran out. Uh, that was always the kicker. It's like we'd show up and be like, sorry guys, we're out." I'm like, "Oh man."
Yeah,
We're like,
when we had the money for it.
yeah, that always sucked. And then we'd be standing there depressed at the vending machines. And then you'd just be like,
Watching
you,
watching that pickle spin
yeah,
around
that
all
dang
night.
pickle. God, that pickle. I hated that pickle. Oh, man. It was one of those turntable vending machines. I had sandwiches and Lunchables and like a whole breakfast tray, pretty much. Like it had
Yeah.
milk, cereal, and a spoon in it. I'm like, oh man. And then remember, I remember the we'll just call her E. E came out. She was usually the one that worked the evenings, and she was always a sweetheart. She wasn't as like hard going as K was, but E, she was very
Yeah.
nice. And she came out and looked at you and me looking at the vending machines. And she's like, "What's going on, guys? Like, we're a little bummed out." It's like, "Why?" I'm like, "We had the money to get something from Pizza Hut, but they were sold out." she's like, she's like, "Oh, that's too bad." I'm like, "And we can't find anything here." And you just go, "Except this damn pickle."
Yep.
She was always such. I mean, you could tell that she wasn't expecting you to say that, but she just laughed. She's like, "Well, I hope you find something." And then she goes, "Oh, by the way, uh, classes are starting to let out, so rooms will be needed to be cleaned." And I'm like, "Okay, we'll get right on it." I don't know what was worse: the people that didn't like us there, or that pickle. That
Yeah. The pickle was there the entire 2 years.
oh yeah.
And then one day it was finally gone.
Yeah, was it after I graduated? You texted me and said, "Guess
Yeah.
what?" I'm like, "What? It's gone." Like, oh man. And I of course wait. Like, did you do it? Like, no. All right, I think you may need to get your phone out to hack.
Let's see.
We're getting our money's worth out of that guy's hacking device. Well, we're getting his money's worth.
Oh, hack. Here we go.
It was only a matter of time till they realized they'd been hacked. Watch yourself.
I think I hacked him.
I think it got too far away.
I was right up on him. Okay, there he is. Hack him. Got him. All right, so we got one.
Remember, if we want an accurate location, we need to hack all the vans with the same.
And then there was, this was, I don't think this involved you because it was the electronics club. I had brought in a Nerf gun, and we had these generators that we could amp up. We could just pump voltage into anything we had. So I brought in for an experiment. I brought in a Nerf gun that had a motor in it, and I told the guys, I'm like, "Why don't we try rigging up this thing and just pumping like several times the voltage into this thing and just see how it goes?" Like, "Yeah, let's do that." And so I think it ran on, like maybe 9 total volts of energy. We pumped 20 volts into the thing, and I think we turned it on, and it was pretty much when you turn it on, it'd go like, but when we cranked the 20 volts onto it, it went, those motors were not built for 20 volts.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so we car just went underground. Um, so when we revved it up, I fired, and then all of a sudden the motors died. And I'm like, okay, I think we just
Well,
killed
that's
it.
done.
Oh, and they're like, wait a minute, let's try some. So we brought down the voltage and calculated everything, and I was like, okay, we could probably run it for a few seconds on these, but we're probably gonna burn the motors out if we do this too much. So we're only gonna do it once.
Things quiet
And
this will be
so
easy. Means the factory won't be expecting us at all.
we,
All you gotta do is sabotage the trucks and grab a key card. If you wipe the CCTV,
if we can take them out with
you'll be
silenced
wiser.
weapons.
But listen, if you want to blow the trucks up, there's no way of keeping that on the down low. You'll be alerting the whole cartel that you're coming for them. But hey, maybe that's your style.
The cameras?
Are there?
Yep. If
Let's go
detected
for
by
it.
the camera, the alarm will sound.
You've been compromised.
Oh, shoot.
Take out those guards immediately or they'll report you to the cartel.
But we ramped up the motor. I fired like, I think I got 7 of the 8 shots out before the motors died, and it hit that board, the whiteboard, hard. You just heard thwack, 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 thwack. Like, holy moly, what did I create? And I don't even know if that video still exists. I think it may have
Saw you. We can confidently
disappeared, but I had it on Facebook for a while, and
Yeah.
but it was a beast. And I'm like, well, I think we wanted to build a robot with that as its defense, and it would just be like a security thing. And
CCTV's wiped. As far as the cartel know, you were never here.
I'm sabotaging trucks.
You know what else disappeared from my TT?
What else did?
The hundreds of dollars we raised for all the clubs.
Yeah.
Don't know whatever happened to it.
Well, I will tell you right now, the money for the electronics club, I made sure only went to one person. So I
A key card
gave
must
that
be around
to,
here somewhere.
anything we got. I made sure I got at the end of the day, and I gave it to the teacher who was in charge. So I
Yeah,
oh, I have to drill lockers. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we gave the game design money to the game design teacher too.
Yeah.
But nothing ever happened with that money, so I don't know what happened to it.
Right. Ooh. I'm getting stuff from these. Nope, nothing there. There another thing of lockers? Oh, there. Buy yourself a soda. This might take a minute.
I think I'll buy a pickle out of this one.
Ah, jeez.
Nope, can't buy out of that one.
Oh, this reminds me of when I used to work at the locksmith.
Did you guys just smack that 'cause there's nothing in it?
Yeah, there was nothing in it. Okay, let's see if the... Wait a minute. Drill the lockers for the key. There's no key.
Is there more?
Are there more? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Looks like there might be.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
Oh my gosh. How does an electronics student become a locksmith? Well, I'll tell you, actually. So first off, I was not a locksmith right out of college. I was a workshop operator. I went to a person that owned their own workshop, and I helped them build products that they provided for people. So I was a machinist for a bit, and I would repair things, solder things, stuff like that. So it was a pretty neat job. Uh, but the guy was, of course, this was like maybe a hobby business for him. It wasn't like his. He was a pretty well off guy. He didn't have to do this job, but he was not a. He wouldn't be what I would call a nice guy. So after a while, I was like, I'm done with this. This guy isn't really what I'm looking for a career, and he wasn't teaching me anything. And he got very angry that I didn't know how to use metric. And I'm like, I could use metric if you would teach me. He's like, you should know metric. I'm like, well, I don't. So maybe you could be a good employer and teach me metric. It's like, no, you should have known that coming out of college. I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, you're a jerk. So, and,
Crates to hide in. Find whatever's transporting them and bring them to the lockup.
but I got really tired of him, and I was like, okay, fine. Everyone else was leaving that place, and he'd gone through several secretaries, like within the first month of me working there. The guy who knew all of his stuff ended up getting hired at a much better company, and ended up leaving, and I wasn't even trained on half the stuff the guy knew, so he actually had to work.
You know the LSPD get called out to clock
Then
people all the time. The ordinary
he
is
blew
so
up at me
accustomed to
one
throwing a
day,
tantrum.
uh,
The devastation caused by
and
Penny to the
I
face
was like, and then
makes the cartel look
then I
positively
told him, like,
civilized.
look, I'm the only person. I said to him, like, I'm the only person you have right now. I would be very careful at what you say or push me around to do. And then he's like, oh, I can make your job very difficult. And then, like, for the next month, I was running errands for him. I was burning my own gas. He didn't even give me a company card for gas. He just said, use this to buy the equipment and come back. I'm like, well, what about the gas I'm burning? He's like, I don't care. You should. It's like, I'm like, okay. So I'm like, so can I use this to fill up my gas tank? He's like, no, that's your own responsibility. I'm like, okay. Then he had me repairing other buildings he owned. So, like, another business front down the way from us that he was a landlord of had a leak. I had to get in there with, like, that Flex Seal stuff and spray the ceiling till it stopped dripping. I'm like, are you serious?
No stopping us
Like,
now.
I'm like, you're having me
Yeah, so
repair
you're
this
supposed to
stuff.
be a locksmith, not a
Well,
handyman.
no, this wasn't. This was before that. So I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm done. And so I put out my resume, and I'm like, uh, and a locksmith company who worked with alarms got a hold of me, and I'm like, okay, great, this is perfect. And they had hired people from ITT before, and I was like, great, that's awesome. So they know that they get decent people from there. So I went in and they said, how soon can you start? I'm like, if you gave me the job today, I will be in tomorrow. He's like, well, what about your other job? I'm like, I'm not, I'm like, I would like to do my last 2 weeks because it would be the right thing to do. But in all honesty, if you said that I start tomorrow, I'd be here tomorrow. And he's like, well, we'll respect you doing their last 2 weeks, and then we'll get you started in. I'm like, okay, great. And so They
Well done out there.
they got me signed up, and then went in the next day at my job, and I had told told my boss, I'm like at the beginning of a week, because they told me about the interview a few days in advance. I'm like, hey, so I'm gonna have a doctor's appointment on this day. He's like, you really need to plan out your appointments and stuff a lot better. This whole at the beginning of the week thing is pretty unreasonable for me. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm sorry, I'll do better from this point on. And then when the guy said that pretty much I was hired, I went in the next day with a letter of resignation, and I put it on his desk, and he's like, "What's this?" I'm like, "You'll see." And then I went out to the workshop, and I just had the secretary came out with the biggest smile on her face. She's like, "You quit?" I'm like, "I put in my 2 weeks notice." Yes. She's like, "He is terrified." I'm like, "I know." And it's like, he's like, "Why is he so upset?" I'm like, "Because I'm the only one here he can boss around that isn't you. And I'm the only one who can operate his machinery besides him. So now he either needs to find someone to replace me, or he has to... Oh,
I think my game just crashed.
I think it did too. I will... yeah, you are sitting in my car still. Let's see what happens when I land. You just ran out of my car. You're running into the distance.
Am I?
Yeah.
I just see a picture.
You
of
are
your car
running
flying
away.
through the sky.
You are running away. I will clip this later. Oh, I just hit you with my car. You fell on the ground. You're back up. You have somehow become an NPC.
Weird.
You're screaming an NPC, but you're still you. I'd say hard restart the game.
Yeah, it's restarting.
Okay. I'm still following you. But, yeah. Hey, JC, nice to see you. Man, you run weird. But, no, he's like, he is panicked. He's like completely, totally just shocked that you turned in your 2 weeks. I'm like, well, maybe if he was a better boss. I mean, he was always ugly to me. Oh, hang on.
Apparently I can't join you.
Hang on. I got you. Let me try... Invite everyone to game. Try that.
Trying. Invite accepted.
Okay. I mean, he was just nasty to me sometimes. He'd come in with a bad attitude. He'd expect me to... I mean, he ended up... He was out in the same area where I work now, but he was like if it was snowing, he didn't care if the roads were completely full of snow. He expected you to be there. And then he would make a decision, like you'd get there, like get the whole place up and running, and then he'd go like, you know what, we're just gonna go home today. I'm like, wait, seriously, you, I'm like, you had me drive all the way out here just to tell me to go home. I'm like, you are freaking ridiculous. But so then I got hired as a locksmith. Did it get you in? Yes, it did. Sweet.
Yeah, but I don't know if we're in the same game.
Yes, we are.
That's it. On my screen, it only shows I'm in here.
That's a lie. There we go. Are you at your mansion?
Yeah, the cat's sleeping.
Ah, I need to switch up my. I need to switch my spawn to mansion. I forgot how to do that though. But anywho, um, so I got hired at the locksmith, which was nice for a while. It was really a neat trade to be in. Uh, but after a while, things started to. If anyone would ever like any advice when it comes to working for other people, is work for a company, not for a family. That is what I can suggest, because if you work for someone whose name is on the side of the building, you're not going anywhere in that company unless you are really, really good with that family. Uh, so unless you share the same last name, you're not going to go anywhere beyond whatever level they allow you to go. The thing was is that they're like, well, we'll train you on this, we'll get you trained on that. If you're interested in that, you're going to blow up. Yep, you killed yourself. I don't know why you left it like that. You went
Yeah,
up and down.
the helicopter doesn't like to land properly.
I think you just don't like the land properly. But after a while, I was like, look, I'd really be interested in learning like the electronic stuff and all that. He's like, well, we'll do that, and we've got a presentation coming up that can train you on our alarm system and stuff like that. And then they sent me out to do something, and they had the presentation without me. I'm like, I really wanted to be part of that. He's like, well, you should. I'm like, you sent me out. He's like, well, we'll probably have another one sometime. I'm like, great. And then a few weeks later, they send me out on site to rig up one of these alarm systems that I had not been trained on. So I am there with the guy who's running the thing, and he's like, what's taking you so long on this alarm? I'm like, I haven't seen how to set up this alarm. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, I told you guys, I don't know how this is done because I wasn't there for the training. I don't know why they sent me with you if I hadn't been. So I thought they were just going to have you teach me here. He's like, we don't have time for this. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, but they... And so he ended up telling the owner of the company that, and so I ended up getting pigeonholed solely at the shop. So I was like, great, I can't go out on the road. I have to do everything at the shop. But I ended up being able to fix cars, car locks and stuff like that. I was doing a whole lot of home rekeying and stuff like that. I thought I was doing pretty good. And then a few years down the road, I mean, I had proposed, I had started cosplaying, you and I were working on HSV, and then I moved into my house I'm currently living at, and like it was like months before my wedding, and I get called into the office, and they of course go, well, we just wanted to let you know. I'm like, well, we let so-and-so go. And I'm like, okay. So, and then they're like, and also we just want to say that the company seems to be going in a direction and you don't seem to fit that idea. I'm like, I don't seem to fit the idea. I'm like, and then instead of getting mad, I just said, are you sure there's like no training or something that I could do to bring myself up to par? So he's like, we just don't see that as a possibility. I'm like, well, and I said, I'm like, I do believe you're kind of underestimating me, but if that's how you feel, then that's how you feel. He's like, if you could just turn in your work shirts and he's like, but we do know that your wedding's coming up and we're gonna allow the like next 2 weeks pay to be kind of like a wedding. I'm like, great, 2 weeks pay. That that doesn't cover jack. I'm like, all right. But of course, I just lied. I was like, okay, thank you, appreciate that. And then here's the thing that really kind of ticked me off is that it was like maybe 15 minutes before my shift was over. I still had like a mess that was there, and I'm like, I'll just clean up and then I'll leave. And so I was cleaning up, and then the owner came back. He's like, "You don't have to do that. You can go." I'm like, "Could you?" I'm like, "Could you give me the dignity to at least finish what I was working on? Just give me that, and I'll go." And so I finished what I was working on, and just then I found out that like as I was leaving, I got a phone call from someone who was let go in the morning, and he's like, "Yeah, so I was let go," and I'm like, "Well, you're not alone, bud. I was let go too." He's like, "They got rid of you too?" I'm like, "Yep. Apparently, I was not in the direction that they were going with the company." And he's like, "Okay, we're going to get a drink." And I'm like, okay. So we went, we talked. This guy, in his free time, he was a model train collector and he was a motorcycler. So, like, coolest grandpa ever. And I sit there and we were talking, and I'm like, so I'm turning in my shirts tomorrow. He's like, I'm not. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I'm only turning in the half the shirts that have his name on them. I'm like, what are you talking? He's like, I went home and I cut those shirts up. I cut off the part that had my name on them, and I'm bringing in the half with his name on them tomorrow. I'm like, that is some balls.
Under the circumstances, your customary silence is a little concerning.
Oh, we're on the last part. Oh, geez.
Oh, this is it.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Are we in the
Now
crate?
remember, when you burst out
Oh, we're in the crate.
you'll be in the heart of that operation. How you choose to use the element of surprise is up to you. This is it. Good luck.
So yeah, we medium armor, stamina reduction.
Why the fuck is there cocaine in a chicken lab?
One party
Alright.
should see to the cocaine, and the other loots the safe. If you want to refresh your arsenal, don't forget the extra equipment you acquired. I've arranged for it to be left
Try to
in the
take
dumpster to the
headshots.
rear of the factory.
We've been spotted?
No, I haven't. Have you?
No, but I hear a beeping noise somewhere.
Oh, you're probably near something. Are you near a shutter door?
Nope.
Okay, careful.
Carefully.
Oh, I've got two here. I've got the light green. Do you have the one in the black?
We gotta get this guy looking at him first.
Oh, do we? Shoot. Hang on, back up.
There's someone's coming, someone's coming.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, there's a guy right around the corner staring at them.
Okay. Hang on.
I might have to take this guy out.
Take him out. Okay. You ready for these two?
Which one are you getting?
I
Green?
got the green. Yeah. Ready?
I'll go white then.
White.
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. Think you
Wow,
may
was
need
the guy not wearing a white shirt?
may
on your
need to
screen?
adjust those. May need to adjust them settings, bud.
I had a green shirt and a white shirt.
I see green shirt and black shirt. All right. Did you take out that guy at the door?
Yeah?
Okay. I didn't. I just saw him drop. I'm like, I didn't shoot him. All right, looks like in through this door here.
The key card you acquired should grant you access to restricted areas in the factory, including the basement.
Okay.
I cannot believe I'm saying this, but grab as much cocaine as
Sticky
you can carry.
ribs. What the fuck?
All right, I got everyone down here.
So do we start grabbing?
Yep, start grabbing. But yeah, and then so next day he showed up with those shirts. He's like, "What are you gonna do?" I overheard the conversation because he was in the office before I was, and he's like, "What are you gonna do with half shirts?" He's like, "I can use them for motorcycle cleaning rags," and he walked out. And I came in, I had my shirts cleaned and folded and all that. He's like, "Well, nice to see that kind of level." I'm like, "Please don't try to make me the good guy in this scenario. I'm not very happy with you at the moment." And he's like, "That's understandable. Like, I'm trying to be professional, so please don't make this like petty." And I don't see the other two.
It's clear this place is barely functioning as a chicken factory. One would assume they'd have more
Upstairs.
staff to keep up appearances, but I underestimated just how bold criminals can be once they have
It's a
the
chicken
police in their
factory that
pocket.
has cocaine. That's fucked up.
Don't go too far. I found another door. Another coke storage area. Remember, be careful.
Being careful is not fun.
It is for me. It's like a test. Lets me figure things out.
You don't have the required equipment.
Oh.
Oh, here's a crowbar over here.
Oh, yeah. That's what we need.
I got it.
Oh, good. I can grab one too. So, yeah. So, I got that. I turned those in.
Ew,
Before
what
I
the
left.
fuck's in there?
It's chicken.
What the fuck kind of chicken is that?
It's frozen chicken. My
But
brother
this
works.
isn't a freezer.
I'm telling you, this isn't Taco Bell. It's like KFC Taco Bell.
That is not chicken. That's like
One of you secure the
ground up
cocaine
slugs or something.
and move on to the next phase.
Okay, I've got. You
Clearing
got
is
cocaine.
safe.
Okay,
Yep, I think my bag's full.
same here. All right, got him. Careful. Let's.
Here's a key.
Oh,
What the
really?
fuck is that?
J-
It's
what
like
is-
some kind of...
It's a. It looks like a worm.
Let's shoot it and see what happens.
No, don't. Shh.
Well, I got grenades that I could test on it.
No, please. We're actually doing well on a stealth mission. For
What?
once.
This is fucked up.
For once, we're doing well on a stealth mission. I don't want to ruin that.
This game's so old they still use CRT monitors. They're using Windows 95? What
Oh
the
my
fuck?
gosh.
What the hell is the bird doing like that? Cameras operate in this area. The hell is this office at?
I'm working on that. Oh, there's the office.
Here's a bunch of chickens. They seem to be dead already.
I
Oh,
hear 'em
one's
clucking.
moving. There's one moving in there. Let's shoot one, see what happens.
No, God, for the
Back to
love of.
computer to initialize the hack.
Please leave the chickens alone.
Okay, to retrieve the safe code from the computer, you'll need to secure multiple signals for the hacking device.
Jeez.
Lucky for you, I read the instructions. It should turn blue when you're pointed towards one of the right spots. Red,
Ooh, a stapler.
just go straight and you'll catch a connection. Then find the next one.
Who's a safe?
Feeling it's going to be this computer over here. Okay.
You hacked one of the computers? Then find the other connections and retrieve the rest of the code.
I know which one it is. It's that double monitor over there, I bet. Yep. Got it.
Got it.
We can steal the cash from the safe.
3968.7.
3968.7.
Yep.
The safe's code should show up on the hacking device.
3968. 7.
7-Eleven.
Got it. Oh,
That should do it. You're done. Okay, I'm listening to the
That
radio.
doesn't sound
It
good.
sounds like that safe triggered some alarm. They're shutting down most of the roads leading away from the factory. Fortunately, we're one step ahead of them. The getaway car should be right where you left it.
where is the getaway car? Oh, it's this way.
Wherever you left it.
Follow.
Here's a truck we can use.
Follow. Just go.
I'm going.
I strongly advise you make your way to the getaway vehicle. I can confirm it's still where you left it.
Here we go. Get in.
Getting in.
The car should
I
be
need some
just
snacks real
fast
quick.
enough to get you
Yeah,
out
same
of there.
here.
Okay, I'm at full health.
Okay, let me get my snacks.
Okay,
I'm gonna
see
throw on
that
some
anybody
body
chasing
armor.
you is appropriately shaken,
Oh, I got some standard armor I can use.
Yeah, throw that on.
whatever it takes to get you back to the lockup alone.
All right,
The deliverables.
here we go.
Going.
And yeah, and then a few weeks later, after I left that job, I never got a letter of recommendation like I'd asked the guy. He just kept saying, "I'll get to it when I have time. I'll get to it when I have time." So he lied the whole time, and ended up getting hired without a letter of recommendation at my current job. And yeah, been happy ever since. Recently found out that the guy had to retire because of issues he was having with managing the company and his own health and stuff like that. And I'm like, huh. And then, of course, it came across my feed that he was retiring and all this other stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, I really don't care. And I think I even was like, got a invite or something to like his retirement or something like that. I said, I think I responded. I'm like, it doesn't seem to be looking like that's a path that I seem to be taking in the future, so I'm sorry I won't be coming. That's bad. That's bad! We are stuck! That was scary.
That was scary. Yeah, I've been trying to find a job for 4 years and still haven't had any luck.
Yeah, it's just... when I went to the job I'm currently at, I'm like, look, I'm valedictorian of my class in electronics. I know how to build stuff. I've got the dexterity of a locksmith. I can do a bunch of stuff that this place requires me to do. And I went from building stuff to now checking it and being like the biggest knowledge on it. So, and still making people angry, apparently. So,
People are still getting pissed off?
oh, believe me, when you become the person who says you're not doing this right, and if he says you're not doing this right, people tend to take that very personal. So, but usually, the
Yeah,
thing
they
is,
do. I deal with that all the time.
the thing is that I have a method of mine is that I never blame the person. I'm like, look, this was built wrong, and you can obviously see that it was built wrong. I'm not saying you built it wrong. I didn't say anyone built it wrong. I'm just saying it's wrong, and we need to figure out a solution for that. So, but everyone's like, so you're just trying to get someone in trouble. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm trying to get this fixed so that we don't have this become a big deal. And if it means that one of you has to be retrained, then we retrain you. Or we retrain the entire group. And usually no one would, even if their name was like on the paperwork for the item that was being built, none of them would admit it. So we'd just be like, okay, we're pulling the entire assembly crew. All of you are taking this test again. So... oh, that's what it was. Reconstituted meat slurry.
Ew.
So, but, yeah. And then once I got into my current position, which is now quality lead, I've said, look, I told everyone, I'm like, you know, I'm getting really tired of people saying that we are of no help and all we do is a hindrance. So here's what I suggest we do. We hold them responsible for their own work. And, like, what do you mean? Like, we have them do their own quality check. And then we have an e-signature. So, which is where we were going. We were going digital with it. And so now I'm like, we have to have traceability so that no one can deny that they worked on something. And they said, well, we're doing e-signature, we're doing digital paperwork. I'm like, that's great. So, and if we just, so if you take us out of it, if we're not really necessary for that except for this part, or unless there's a series of incidents that require us to step in and be involved, we can just, number one, downsize this and do this, and then if something's wrong, they can't say, well, quality must have missed it. No, it means that you missed it, and your signature's on it. So instead of us going, hey, everyone try to do better. We're just going to pull you aside and say, hey, guess what? We've had 5 of these lifts with your name on them. What's going on? Like, I don't know what you and I mean, believe me, it is a pretty eye-opening experience when you can come to the table with the receipts and say, hey, I've got the proof. You can deny it all you want. This is your signature. I can't change this. I cannot alter this. This is you. So, and I really don't like doing that. I don't like getting people in trouble. I'd rather just help people do their job better than get people in trouble. But not everyone. That was weird. There's some weird glitches going on.
Yeah, the game's a little wonky tonight.
Yeah. That van came out of nowhere. Gotta find myself a way to the river. No, I'm not stopping the car. You made a mistake. Any complaints about your current job? Not really, except for, like, most of it is just stuff that comes with any job, which is dealing with some people that just do not want to work together. And the position I'm in requires, like, different areas of the company to work together, or else we're just going to be at each other's throats the entire time. And some departments just do not want to make it work. Some actually make a very good effort to make it work. But some will be like, oh yeah, we'll do that, but then never do anything about it. And, but I mean, when I started out, my first manager was just a jerk. He was a huge supporter of the current regime leader, and he would talk about how he was a landlord and he owned his own business, and he would talk about how he gets breaks on taxes because he's filed bankruptcy on several of his properties. I'm like, that sounds illegal. He's like, no, you declare bankruptcy, you don't pay taxes on stuff you own. I'm like, but don't they expect you to, like, pay eventually? I mean, just because you file bankruptcy doesn't... They say, yeah, you don't pay taxes on, but doesn't that mean you have to pay what you still owe? And he's like, no.
It depends what chapter of bankruptcy it is.
And, but everything he talked about was so shady. I'm like, this can't be legal, what you're doing. This cannot be legal. And he's like, nope, it's legal. And I'm like, well, that seems like a pretty rigged system. So I'm like, you better not talk to me about this, because if I do find out that this is somehow illegal, I will report this. This is something you do not want to be saying to me. But that guy was just a jerk to me. He even demanded that I give up my vacation.
What?
Yeah, when I had been busting my butt, we had just hired a new secondary manager who always tried to act like he was on my side, and I'm not going to go too much detail with this guy because he had his own problems too. Um, but he came out to me. He's like, "Hey, I'm just gonna give you a heads up. There's a good chance that they may ask you to do this." I'm like, "I can't. I've already got the money down. I've already got all this. I cannot. I will not do this." And he's like,
Excellent
"Just
work.
stay calm
Mission
during the thing,
accomplished.
and we'll get it worked out."
Now to the
I'm
vital
like,
matter of payment.
like,
As I'm sure you
I'm
can
hoping,
appreciate, there are
for you
certain
on this.
transactions I can't be
He's
party
like,
to
"Don't
as an
worry,
officer of the law.
we'll handle it." And
If
I'm
I've
like,
learned
"Okay."
anything from my
So I get
consultations
called
on
in,
LSPD,
sits down, and the first,
how to look the
it's
other
not
way.
even like a slow boil to anything. It just goes, "We're gonna have to ask you to forego your vacation." I'm like, "What?" And I immediately
Now
looked
remember,
over
as
at
far as I'm
the
concerned,
supervisor,
that
and he
factory is
just
off
stays
limits tonight.
silent. I'm like,
As long as you're giving me
"You can't
reasons
do
to keep
that."
looking the other
He's
way,
like,
I'm happy.
"Well, we have to. We have
As
a
you can
quota
see
we
from
have
my
to meet."
choice
I'm
of
like,
transportation,
"You don't get
my
it.
fortunes at the LSPD
You
are
don't
also
understand.
improving.
I've had
Just
this
got these
plan
babies
since
in.
last year. I have
Fresh off the
thousands of
line.
dollars invested in this.
Guess who picked one up?
You are." It's like, the company will reimburse you, and
Until
I'm like,
next time.
"That's." I'm like,
Unless this
"You have
associate-
no." He's like, "Get me a total, and we'll see if the company will reimburse you." And I'm like, "And if they don't, do I still get to take my vacation?" He's like, "We're still gonna need you." I'm like, "Oh, there's the 500 right there." Did you get the 500?
I got 50,000.
50,000. Oh, you were supposed to get 500. Huh. Let me get that in the bank quick. Earn.
Are you sure you got 500?
I got 500,000. Yeah. You were my employee the entire time. You should have gotten.
Yeah.
Uh,
What the heck, Rockstar?
Another victory for our little operation. The Clucking Bell cartel is in shambles. You've had quite a payday.
I got
Do this
the
again soon.
challenge completed. It just popped up.
Huh. I did too. Challenges. Daily challenge. No, not that. Weekly challenge. No, not that.
Yeah, I only got 50,000.
Huh. That's nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, I would need a whole stream
Yeah.
to talk about my complaints at work.
Yeah. Well, I'm not done yet.
You're not done?
No, I'm just getting started because there's more to that story. So, I kept looking at him. He was saying nothing. I'm like, I wanted to say, aren't you gonna? I wanted to say, you said you were gonna help, and I just kept looking at him, and I was just getting angrier and angrier. I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I'm like, fine, okay, fine, fine. And then I left the room, and then I go back to my workstation. I am like, just peak emotion. I am angry. I am almost on the verge of tears. I am furious. And he comes up. He's like, "Hey, hey, hey." And I'm like, "No, no. What was that? You did nothing. You did nothing. You said nothing." And he's like, "Hey, you take it. I'm the only one here that can help you out with this now." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure you can. Nothing. You did absolutely nothing. How am I supposed to trust you? You didn't even speak." And I'm like, "You know what? Maybe I'll handle it." He's like, "You are going to let me handle this." And I'm like, "Okay, fine." And then shortly after that, I went to some people that heard about what happened, and they said that's not right. And they took me to the vice president of the company, and I explained to him. He's like, "I'm like, look, I have tons of money invested in this, like more than I think the company's willing to pay." And he's like, "What do you think?" I'm like, "I'm going to tell you right now. My aunt, oh, big kitty cat." I'm like, "I'm going to say it's probably about 5,000 for everything that I had, like hotel room, tickets, everything." And he's like, "Okay." And I'm like, "And I'm probably going to throw in another 10 grand because you've taken my vacation away. My own psychological needs, my own personal time off, all this, I believe, amounts to, and I'm probably even lowballing it at, I'm saying about 15 grand for you guys to get me to turn down my vacation. He's like, I understand. Okay, let's try to figure something out and all that. Well, apparently, my boss did not accept any open dialogue from the vice president, so he was never planning on even negotiating a chance of me having my vacation. And I said, and then I presented with the vice president out there, which made him furious. Not the vice president, my boss. I said, if I get your quota done, can I leave and go? It's like, if you get all those done, you can go on your vacation. I'm like, okay, I will get them done. I will get them, and my words were, if I get them all built, if I get all of the lifts built, because anyone could pack them. If I was the only one who could build them. So I said, if I get them all built, I can go on my vacation. He's like, yes. I'm like, okay. So I ended up accepting that I would lose a day. And I said, okay, you get this day, but as soon as I'm done, I'm leaving. It's like, fine. And so I did that. I got all of them done. The vice president came out, saw that I had everything finished, and he goes, okay, you did it. Have a good trip. And I'm like, great. I'm grabbing my bags. I'm grabbing my lunchbox. I'm grabbing my coat. The supervisor comes storming up to me. He goes, where are you going? I'm like, I just finished the last lift. He's like, no, these all need to be packed. I'm like, all these guys can pack them. They're done. They're done. They're inspected. They're ready to go. He's like, no, you're not going anywhere till they're packed. And I'm like, fine. So I went over. I got them all packed, and then ended up sticking around for him to be satisfied. He said no word to me. He's like, okay, we're gonna go. And I'm like, all right. And he's like, you need to be a bit more respectful. And I'm like, no, I don't have to. We had a deal, and you went back on it. Any respect you have with me is done. And he was not expecting me to say that. And I drove away, and then before I left, I'm like, we'll see what happens when I am not here when I come back from my vacation. He's like, excuse me? I'm like, you heard what I said. I drove off, and then one of the guys called me. He's like, hey, don't lose your job over this. I'm like, what? Why shouldn't I? You guys keep telling me don't take bullshit from people. He's doing all this bullshit. You better, if you're such good friends with him, you talk to him and tell him how he was stupid. And I came back from my trip, and I still had a job, and turns out that the supervisor was actually doing some pretty shady stuff, and then he ended up he ended up running away from an investigation, and ended up just quitting by vacation, so to speak. And then we got a new supervisor that came in, and that guy, who is currently like the head of assembly now, is the greatest guy ever. He's a retired Marine. He's the nicest guy you'd ever meet, tough as nails, but in a good way. And he approached me. He's like, hey, I'm going for the supervisor position. What would your opinion be if I took that job? I looked him right in the eyes. I'm like, I'm going to tell you right now. And I was blunt. I was like brutally blunt to him. I'm like, I'm going to be straight up and honest with you. He's like, okay. I'm like, I don't trust anyone right now. And this is why. And I told him exactly what had happened. I told him all the stuff people pulled on me. I was I said, this is what happened to me, and this is why I don't trust anyone in management right now. Like, there's one person I trust in this building right now that's management, and it's the VP. So, either... And I'm like, you're going to have to earn it with me. And he's like, I completely understand that. And he earned it. He put in the time. He got to know my work style. He treated me like I belonged in the position I was in, where the other supervisor was like, you're just here to fill a quota because this guy wanted a person like you in this position and not these other people. And I'm like, I'm like, so you mean to tell me I was only put in my position as a token person? He's like, yep. How's it feel? And I'm like, well, I now understand why you denied me getting a raise and stuff like that, because you didn't want me being ahead of the golden boys you picked out. Okay, I get it. And I'm like, that just adds more and more to the table that I will be able to bring to any investigation that comes out of this. So, and yeah, so after that, I was I stepped into my lead position at the time, and I was like doing this and this, and then he even suggested I try out for supervisor because the original manager ended up quitting because of COVID, and because people were catching on to him that he was abusing his management status by just randomly taking parts of the day off to go manage his other business. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. And then I tried to take that position. Someone else ended up getting it because they had several years of experience over me, and I was like, that's great. And then another position opened up in quality control, and they said, why don't you try out for that? And so I did. I got it, and the rest is history. So yeah. And that's where I am now. So right now I only just catch hell because people just don't like being told they did something wrong, but it could be worse. So and that's the end of my long, boring tale.
The tale.
Oh yeah, the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Freddie. Yeah, that's what that's supposed to be. The Chinese theater and the Walk of Fame. Let's see. We are at an hour 34 right now. Do you want to get out the Iron Mule and see if we could try to sell a car?
We try.
You still work for me right now, right?
Yep.
Okay. Call in your Iron Mule, and I'll...
It's been delivered. Just gotta go to it.
Oh, wow, okay, so it's gonna be like that.
Actually, it's pretty nearby.
Is it?
I see it.
Oh, okay. I didn't. But it's your chopper, so... Oh, wow, they parked that in the awkward place.
Yep. Gotta figure out where we're going.
I believe I put a purple dot down. Whoa, easy, easy, easy!
Easy what?
Oh, you're glitching on mine. You crashed into a roof on my screen.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did it fix itself?
Oh, it fixed itself. We're fine now. But what I was doing, what I saw was nuts. You could just land in the street. Oh, wow. Yeah, that thing is
No, I
massive.
can't.
No, you can't. Okay.
I'm about to come over here.
Yeah, that's fine. Land on the side of that hill if you can. There we go. Alright. Let me see what I can do here. Alright. No, I don't want to stand up. I want to sit down. Dang it. There we go. Access computer. We'll try it on something that's not going to be a huge loss if it fails.
Like a low-end car.
Yeah, standard. Yeah, let's go with this. The Bestia Stealth.
Let's get to work. No one's looking for that plate. Look at that finish.
Okay, car is done.
Where's it at?
It's over here.
Okay, after what we put into this
Can you
one,
get over
we
here
don't
where I'm
want
at?
to go wrong.
I'm gonna
Take
try.
the car to the sale, and if another crew comes after it, do everything you can to stop them.
Alright, here I am. I see your hook.
Is it too high still?
You're there. I think you might have me. Yes, you do. Do you see the yellow dot?
Yep.
Okay. Now remember, you're gonna have to put me down gentle, or else I lose value.
Hopefully they can't shoot us way up here.
Uh-oh.
Did you just fall?
I just fell. I'm gonna try to land it, tires down. I'm okay. Trying not to bash the car. Nope, that hurt the value. Okay. I'm not sure you can get me where I'm at.
Is it automatically dropped it?
I'm not sure if you can get me in this corner or not.
There's no way I'm getting in there.
Okay, let me work on a solution. That wrecked the fence.
That was an explosion.
Yep, something's coming. Oh, it's just a bad neighborhood. Okay.
There's people getting shot.
Yeah, because I kind of pissed off a bad neighborhood. Technically, they are justified in their concern because I did throw a pipe bomb, but okay.
There's a damn ambulance in the way now.
Yeah, you're on me. Just not hooked.
Still not grabbing?
It's... Oh my gosh, really? Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, no.
Nope.
What if I get out? Oh, yeah, there you go.
That worked perfectly then.
Yep. Do you see the yellow dot?
Yeah?
Okay. Go for it.
So you gotta be out of the car to grab it.
Apparently so. I'm distracting all the bad guys. Remember to be gentle when you put it down.
Weird thing is there was no one chasing us when we were trying to grab it.
Now they're after me now. Yeah, you're heading up the coast. Not all the way out to Paleto, but you're heading up the coastal highway.
Yep.
Well, I'm hurrying my way over there so that if we can, you could put it down gently and then I could just drive it into the spot. Yeah, I do know you're faster than me, though. So, going about 200
Yeah,
plus.
I'm there already.
Yeah, you're about 200 plus miles faster than me. But I'm getting on the coastal highway right now, so if you just keep it steady for a bit, I'll be there.
Right now I'm trying to figure out where they want it.
It's gonna be in a parking spot, like near a house in a small area. So.
Yeah, I see it's a greenhouse.
I'm on my way. Oh, it's delivered. Way to go. Only lost 230 because I tapped the fence. But...
I didn't even have to detach it. I just lowered it down.
Oh, nice. Okay, so my goal is I need to do every, like, car find thing and like fill up the entire thing so I have all top ends, all standards, all mid range, and then only sell the top end ones.
Yeah.
That's what they say. How much is the mule?
I don't remember.
I'll have to look. Huh. Can it not pick me up? Because we're working together?
Could be.
Bizarre. Oh, it got the car. Alright, let me see how much that mule's going for. The mule is $1.7 million. I am at $1.2 million.
Well, maybe when you collect all your earnings for the day, you might have enough.
Yeah, I just don't like throwing myself under the $1 million mark so constantly. I need to borrow your car, thank you. You took my ride. You'll be on a slab soon, motherfucker. Did you drop that?
Yep.
On purpose?
Yep.
Okay.
Damn, you got a bounty of 9,000 on you.
Yeah, I know, because I stole a... Are these Gallivanter Ballers 9,000?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, if it's a crime, I guess.
Oh, damn, I should have hit the B button to try to grab shit.
Wait, what?
You get a camera for the hook.
Oh, jeez. That would have been nice. Alright, let me go... I gotta go to my business fronts here. Try to get those settled.
This thing is so huge.
That's why you wanted it.
Yeah. I think I fully upgraded it too.
Oh, I bet you did. Are you just like grabbing stuff and dropping it?
Nope.
I'm wondering why there's explosions happening.
I'm in my nightclub right now.
Ah.
I gotta kick someone out. Too bad I can't buy a car for another player.
Yeah. Well, you can in a way, but not in the way you're thinking. Like how I could buy that taxi from you, but you'd still have the taxi.
Yeah.
Yeah, but selling it straight off now. I really wish I could sell some of the property I don't use.
I know, right?
I mean, the only reason I have an apartment is to run heists.
I said we never do.
Well, I mean, if we could, if somebody hadn't been so dramatic and banned themselves, declared themselves away from Xbox forever because of this game,
Yeah.
we'd still have a third. And then if Rio was able to leave Bray over at Grandma's, we could have our four. But and really,
I mean, we could have had 4 when Zoomzol was around if Rio joined.
yeah, but we just had the kid. I didn't know the Zoom
Yeah,
was gonna leave.
scheduling was an issue for that.
Yeah, and I didn't know Zoomzol was actually planning on changing careers and stuff like that, so that's just bad timing on my part. I mean, if things settle with Strawberry and she gets things settled down, she may be able to help us out.
Does she play this?
She hasn't played in a while, but she'd love to play it again. Especially with people that she liked, so...
You take care.
Yeah, I mean, she's like, "What do you do in GTA?" I'm like, "I make people rich." I'm like, that's what I do. Like, what? Do they steal money from you? I'm like, no, I help them. I teach them ways to get money, and they do it, and they get rich. It's like, and how are you doing in that? I'm like, I get rich, and then I get poor, and I get rich, and I get poor, and I get rich, and I get poor. It's a vicious cycle.
Yep, the cycle. I don't know if I can pick up my mixed goods with this thing.
Probably.
It's probably gonna be in a horrible spot though.
Probably.
Everything all right?
Oh, we are at 7 minutes.
That's not good.
What do you mean?
I mean, the stream's gonna have to end.
Yeah, but I'm still going to tinker around a little bit after stream.
So that means next stream should be snow.
Yep. Should be.
I'm wondering if we should stream on the 29th.
That's what I'm wondering, if I should swap my Tuesday stream to Monday. Because after Tuesday I said, you know what, I think with Devil May Cry 3, when I get back to it, I'm just going to restart that whole level and go through that whole level again, because I just do not want to start at a boss fight.
Right. Apparently I'm getting shot at. What the hell?
Did you go through a neighborhood that doesn't like you?
I don't think so. Seems I cannot grab it with this.
There's a drunk on the dance floor. I'll go
Yep.
deal with it. It's better than driving someone all the way out to
10 shades of vomit.
Tony is pissed about someone ruining the vibe.
Tony's always pissed about something.
Drunk dude went right past drunk in the straight zombie. Want to escort them off the premises. Oh, so it's zombie guy. He's just standing wobbling back and forth in front of the bar. That guy. Cracking the knuckles and throw him out. Get out! Alright, and then I just have to change the DJ, and that'll put me back at full popularity. Oh, there's a Christmas tree in my nightclub, too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, don't know who put it there.
Rockstar.
The car wash.
Hey, you're like my boss. How old are you?
Cluckin' Bell.
Yep. Yeah, I enjoy my nightclub. Oh, they even put up Christmas lights. The Christmas lights, I think, are new. I don't remember Christmas lights. I always remember the Christmas tree, not the lights.
I guess the car wash doesn't get a Christmas tree.
No, because you don't have, like, a place to live there. If it's a
Damn, the
place
safe is
where,
maxed out.
if it's a place to live there, like if there's like a bed or the possibility of a bed being there, that's when they count that.
There's one in my office.
Yeah, so there should be a tree there.
I don't think I have a bed in my office though.
Well, there's the opportunity of there being a bed there. Any place that you could possibly live at. That's what. Wait, is there one on the Kotsaka? I don't think the Kotsaka does because it's technically a vehicle, but maybe
It'd
not
be
the
fun if it does.
Maybe not. I doubt the facility. I doubt the bunker. but like places that would be like a
I think the bunker does get one.
really, I may have to go check that out. I'm gonna go to one of my mansions and fast travel to my bunker and see. Oh
I
shoot!
kind of remember one being in there.
All right, so I'm gonna run a little over just to see this, but we're gonna go check out, see if the bunker has a Christmas tree. Now we're talking about the weapons bunker. We're not talking about the doomsday bunker, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The salvage yard does not have one,
No, it does not.
even though it has a place to live.
Yeah, it depends on size too. Like oh, well, there's your iron mule.
Found it?
Yeah.
Where at?
Across the street from Glass Heroes.
Oh, there it is. I was wondering what happened to it. Well, the iron mule's done. I'm not using that anymore.
What, the engines die?
The blades blew off of it.
Oh, well, that'll do it. What am I planning on doing after stream? I may source a few cars for my car business. I may move a vehicle or two to my new mansion. I may set up my spawn at new mansion once I remember how to do it. And then I might just collect a few things and then go to bed. Stop shooting at me.
You're going to that mansion?
It's the closest one. I'm not... If I was in my helicopter, I would have gone to my actual mansion. So. Oh, there we go.
How can I assist you, sir? Right away, sir.
On my way to the bunker.
investment, I can tell. She's a looker, no doubt. Hope they try and stop you. Should be funny. Next time.
Hands off car wash. It would be a
Yep,
fucking
there is
fire
your Christmas
too.
tree.
Is it playing music?
Yep, of course it does. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed watching us do what we do, and hopefully you'll be excited for next time when we're actually in the snow. This video should be up tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Central U.S. Time at Spartan923 on YouTube. The video before should be up by now, so hopefully it's finished pending processing and is up. If not, you'll see it when it gets there, so just bear with it. It should be up sometime tonight for sure. Let's see our schedule. Saturday we should be we'll be working on the Red Horn. Might be a little delayed, but not by much. We have someone coming over on Saturday for like an hour, like 3:30, so but it's something I need to be involved in, so I will be there until I'm not needed, and then I will be down here building. May start a little late, but we will get our full amount of time in, so don't fret too much on that. Then next Tuesday we will be in GTA for the winter and celebrating in the snow. And then Christmas Eve, there will be a special little video with me, Bray, and Rio. And then Christmas evening, if everything goes well, I may pop on for a bit on Christmas evening. All depends on what goes down, but as of right now, it's an open option, but we will see. And, excuse me. We are currently at 150 followers. That's 10 away from our 160 follower goal. We would like to try to hit that goal by the end of the year. If not, that's what it's fine. But if we could, that'd be great. Don't forget to check out all of our stuff at Spartan923 at YouTube. All of our stuff since day one is there. And don't forget to check out our new shorts that we are putting up from our clips from Twitch. So feel free to come and check that out. Gonna try to put a few more up when I can. So hope you guys enjoy them. And I know that we have 2 that have already broken past 1,000. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah. And if you do really want to help out the channel, though, I highly suggest hitting that subscribe button, because not only does it get rid of those pesky ads, but it helps us out with server fees, maintenance fees, groceries, model kits and diapers for little baby Bray. So we greatly appreciate the help there. It does come in clutch at times, so we definitely appreciate it. And with that, I really have nothing else to say except remember to get out there, discover, explore, create, innovate. We will see you here next time on Spartan 923 Gaming. Love you guys. Take it easy. Oh, man. Another good day of work in GTA. Yeah, still no snow.